What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Rock is a Lady's Modesty, this time with episode 7, I believe. Good episode last week. We met a couple of the new band members. One which was, I was going to say proficient at piano slash keyboard, but I think they actually said that she wasn't so good at it. So hopefully we might see a journey of improvement on her behalf. And this guitarist as well, so she is going to be battling it out. It's hard to kind of tell which one's a bass or which one's a guitar, just from like the visual of it. I think they can look exactly the same, so I've got no idea who. I'm glad the opening doesn't kind of spoil that, but again, they're going to be seemingly battling it out for the position of guitar player slash bassist. I think they both want to play guitar. All I've got to go off my history is Guitar Hero, and guitar was always a lot more fun to me than playing the bass on Guitar Hero. I think that was World Tour. You got the option of playing like bass and drums and singing, which never got used. But I don't remember being very good at the drums on that game. But yeah, looking forward to seeing them as an actual group today. Do let me know what you guys think about this one though down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. So I guess those scenes in the opening of that pick now have got a bit more weight to them now as well. Now that we know this pick is like, it's like passing down your potential. Again, I'm not really sure how to word it, but it's a special thing being given that pick. So we didn't get to hear it. That's unfortunate. Oh no, she's all bruised. So this is who she just played with. Tell you what, you really wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of one of the women in this series, would you? Rather sharp tongues, all of them. So this is who we're battling? Okay. Well, they seem to get some pretty good reviews from the people leaving their concert just now. She fondled. Well, the benefit is practice, isn't it? I almost think that this is, to be honest with you guys, I did used to watch some like rap battles back in the day, and they're always, no matter how good they were, it was always just like pretty cringe, just for what it was in general, to be honest with you. But I do understand that environment's actually quite good for you in terms of like being able to come up with things on the fly and adapt. Which you'd hope you wouldn't have to adapt too much when you're performing like a concert or something. But if anything ever did go wrong, it'd be nice to have that kind of being able to do something about it. Oh, it's so funny that when you have like white eyebrows and eyelashes, it always stands out so much, doesn't it? Damn. There's gonna be 4 competing. Okay. I feel like when that girl takes off a mask, it's gonna be like that woman from Mortal Kombat. Super tough. Misunderstood. Doesn't. Not sure how. Yeah. I mean, there probably is something deeper in her, but surface level. I agree. She really doesn't seem very nice, does she? Like these girls they can get nasty and sharp tongued, but we know they're nice. With this girl, she's sharp tongued, and we don't know if she's nice yet. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm assuming that was also the hard part. that the bit that she circled last episode. Like this is a really hard bit. Oh, so she's just gonna just play bass. Interesting. There's also that pressure of like there's someone perhaps better than me at guitar right behind me. Yet they choose not to play it, and that does add quite a bit of pressure. It's like, oh shit, she's ready to come off at me if I fail 20 degree. In what sense? Because as I mentioned a minute ago, I do feel like this whitehead girl is probably better skill wise, but I wonder what makes her less alluring. The potential levels, perhaps. Her music making. It's so funny. You could change so many words in this show, and it'd be a totally different type of show. So crazy. I mean, you can say that about anything. Don't get me wrong, but like this show specifically, it's very much on the edge of something a bit more intimate with a lot of the dialogue. and that kind of works for music. I think it's usually like one and the same with passion, isn't it? Music, love, kind of go hand in hand a little bit. I probably mentioned this last week, but I recently watched Sinners, and that done a fantastic job with the music. That's probably the best thing about that movie, and I love that movie. The music and the performance of the music was just so powerful. What are we going to do about her? Because how are we going to help her? I doubt anyone here really knows how to play keyboard slash piano, apart from her. So we need some kind of big motivation for her, I think. Every girl here is a lesbian. I think there probably is some kind of link with it being an all-girls school and that. Like, I think that is inevitable, probably, isn't it? It's got a much higher level of lesbians than straight women. But all of them? I guess it's not totally crazy. I think that's the thing I was talking about earlier, like the judging of the allure, and I think a lot of that allure is the passion that they put into it, and how hard they want to, how far they want to go. And I imagine this whitehead girl has put a lot of effort into it. Don't get me wrong, but what I said earlier about like the potential levels, I think the potential levels rise when you've got more motivation to get better at it as well. So that's why Ota has obviously brought the blue girl in. It's kind of sad if they did let her down, to be honest with you. But maybe that's why Lily has been given the pick, because she's got everything in terms of she. I mean, it's not that she's recently started, but she's perhaps got more potential and more motivation to kind of reach that potential, perhaps than the white-haired girl. This happened to me in football where I wasn't very good, and then I got good over like a short period of time, and then I kind of stagnated for a bit because I thought, oh well, I've worked that hard and I've got this far and I'm doing well, so there's not too much I can get better at, but there's always something you can get better at, even if it's like hyper specific and just like a small like part of your game. And maybe this white haired girl is kind of on that level of, she's gotten really good over the past couple of years, but because she's now reached a very high level, she's kind of again stagnated a little bit, and is just like a little bit off her potential. But will she ever realize that potential fully? We may very well see, but yeah, Lily's like the whitehead girl's bar is like 5, and she's like 4 out of 5, whereas Lily is like 2 out of 5 on her potential. Probably worded that horribly, but hopefully my point came across there. Like I said, I feel like it's gonna be hard to actually help her keep motivated, because I feel like every other instrument here, even the drums with guitar, they fit in quite well together. Whereas keyboard, it's very different, isn't it? Oh, that attitude ain't gonna get us anywhere. Oh, we had some new flowers. So where's the keyboard coming to all this? This fucking show, man. But I really like the kind of stuff like that. It reminds me a bit of like Ichiban's illusions and like a dragon. I really like that kind of stuff. I always say this with movies and TV series and such. Showing is a lot more powerful than telling. And like that scene there, like she didn't even need to speak. That shot just described it perfectly. So what is she doing? I mean, she's got a point, unfortunately. So she's just practicing on her own for now. Kind of feels a bit weird, doesn't it? We're just practicing in front of you, but by herself. Yes, yeah, she's unfortunately might put her off by not being at the same level to practice with us, but she's definitely got like the style and the look for this, hasn't she? Blue haired girl. Is that it? That sounded like something I'd just randomly do. Oh dear. Oh, thanks very much. Damn. It is really hard, isn't it? I've never been in this position, but I've always like never envied people that have had to deal with like proper newbies. Well, I guess I kind of have again in football where I've never been like an organizer, but been like a part of a team. I've had like training sessions and such in games sometimes where there has been someone involved that not maybe new, but it's just not on the level of the team you're playing against or with, and especially in training, we've had people come in. I remember one time, probably not too relatable this story, but this guy just started training with us, and he booted. He was not very good. He was kind of slow, and because of his slow reactions, I got the ball first, and he booted me in the nose, and my nose started bleeding and stuff. And that shows again the kind of dangers of having someone that is maybe not up to the kind of speed and such of what you're doing. Again, I wasn't the organizer in that situation, but I've always kind of envied, not envied, being in that position. Unfortunately, having to tell someone that, like, yeah, maybe you're not up to the level of, and so on and so forth. Maybe come back, and I just wouldn't do too good in that position, I don't think. But again, that's I guess an example of what the white haired girl was talking about in terms of her being a bit of a negative on the band, but again, you just feel really bad. Is there a way you can improve at something like this in such a short span of time, being 2 weeks? Imagine if you're hugely motivated to do so, probably, but yeah, I don't know. Just feel bad, don't you? But this sounds quite good, actually. What she just played there sounded quite good actually. Doesn't sound rock, but I know that's the hard thing as well, isn't it? She's very likable, and that's like in contrast to what I just said. Sometimes these people, even if they're not so good, I believe I'm one of these. I'm not the best player on the team or anything, but I believe because I do shout a lot and talk a lot and understand things and might not be the best player, but I get a lot of information across and help out in that way, being like a positive force for the team. And yeah, I believe that's also beneficial even if you're not up to the level. Just seeing someone improve so much and be so motivated also motivates you. It's a shame because if we were going to do that, you'd hope should have done that quicker. Well, look at her hands. You don't want to like lead someone on for something like this, just to release them now. That's a big phone. Yeah. It is a little bit scary she hasn't been integrated into the band yet. They haven't actually played together. They've got less than 2 weeks. It does. Just over a week. Oh really? Do we get super sweaty on keyboard as well? Like, I can understand it quite a bit with guitar and drums. Keyboard? I mean, I guess it's one of those things. Even when you're like gaming, you do get pretty sweaty, and that's like a lot of inputs, I guess. So, yeah, I guess it checks out. Yeah, next, the triangle guy sweating his ass off. Every time I see that shot, I'm just thinking about that girl around the corner. I'm not sure about you guys. I'm just thinking, there's a girl around that corner that we can't see. I'm kind of thinking at some point we're just gonna see her head like pop out. I didn't even hear anything. I was hoping it might. I was hoping it might be a bit of a fake out, but she's still persisting on that. Not gonna happen. Like I said, I feel like if we were gonna kick her out, both in the logic of anime and just to be nice people, should have kicked her out well earlier than again leading her on and getting her to practice for this long by herself and put this much effort into something that you're just gonna kick her out of anyway. Like, no way. We can't. This isn't going down. It's a majority vote as well. It's like it's 2 versus 1. So as long as Otto doesn't agree, should be fine to hopefully keep her around. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't even get to hear her play with them. So not that we can judge this, is there? But yeah, good episode today. Good episode. There was a nice little solo from the white-haired girl earlier. Honestly, didn't get to hear too much music though, did we? It was a bit of a shame. I definitely wanted to hear what the white-haired girl's previous band was like, but I guess we will get to listen to them without her. In maybe next episode, maybe the episode after. Probably trying to keep that a bit of a surprise for us how they sound. So that expression we see in this shot, we just haven't seen from this white-haired girl at all. No, she looks like she's nice there. And we just haven't seen that at all yet, have we? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, good episode today. It's almost like this is like the training episode, isn't it? We're training for this kind of battle. I'm not sure what's going on with my visual, but that's better. Yeah, just kind of training, teaching the one of the new girls with blue hair. Again, the name's going to be a bit of a myth initially, so apologies, but teaching her to play keyboard, even though we don't know how to play keyboard. So yeah, a bit of a nightmare, but she's just a really nice girl. Got a lot of motivation for this, working hard. So again, you can't ever. There's an impact that has on you, even if she's not good, even if she does lower the overall level of the band. If you say every member's at like level 70 and she's like level 20, that brings the average down to what, like 37 or something. Probably something close to that. Maybe not 37, maybe like 40. I don't know. Not the important part. Even if she does bring it down in that regard, I feel like the effort she puts in and like just how she is as a person kind of brings more to that than just the skill she has as a keyboard player. I think that's what this white-haired girl might like. I think that's what her problem is. She looks at everything based purely off talent and how good you are at it, rather than the person you are around it, and which might be quite contrary to say, actually, considering what you saw from Susanoma, I think her name is, the blonde one, and she said that when the white-haired girl plays, she has so much depth to her performance. Like there's a lot of energy that she gives out. We saw like the freezing and the shot with her like holding her head, which was funny. And there was like a real depth to her music, which kind of counters the point I just made of like just purely being like talent and such. So I'm looking forward to learning a bit more about her, to be honest, because we really don't know too much at all. And that scene especially did stand out to me today, saying that she had so much depth to her performance. But again, maybe it's one of those things where she's got so far she actually forgets where she came from, and forgets that you need good people around you as well. You don't need to have the best members. As long as you've got good people around you, have a good relationship and a good chemistry, things should hopefully work out. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 8.